Well, we've already seen something new tonight, Sean.
Yes, we have.
That was the first time Juan Romero is the first Guerrero to lose here in Mexico City. Everton Lopes getting the job done. In a fight I thought was a lot closer than a unanimous decision. But let's get back to this one now. That's Gongora from Teninapo, Ecuador. He just joined this team about 4 weeks ago. And in Memphis, he went out and took care of Terrell Gaucher in a dominating performance. And we were really impressed with this guy who came onto the scene in the 2009 World Championships as a quarterfinalist. So he has a great international reputation and a great smile.
And a good smile. Look at that. I love these mouthpieces.
Different colors.
Yeah.
Desde Ecuador para los LA Matadors, Carlos Gongora. En la esquina opuesta tiene un récord de 150 peleas ganadas y 40 perdidas. 110 wins and 40 losses. Él ha sido medallista de oro en los Juegos Olímpicos del 2010. La Copa Olímpica, medallista de oro en el torneo Cheo Aponte y medallista de bronce en los Juegos Sudamericanos. Del Espíritu Santo, Brasil, Yamaguchi Falcao Florentino.
Final instructions coming up from our referee here in Mexico City.
And here we can take a look on the head-to-head for this matchup, pair of middleweights. And you can see from that head-to-head that Carlos Gongora has the height advantage, which will also give him a reach advantage. And look at that, 163 pounds, 9 pounds heavier than Yamaguchi Florentino. And they go right at it.
They're going to go right at it. Middleweight division. Sean loves this division. Always mentions how the power of the heavyweights and the speed of the lighter weights. And these are two very accomplished, internationally known fighters. The Guerrero fighter is from Brazil. The Matadors fighter is from Ecuador. Look at the pounding away Florentino's doing.
A pair of left-handers, both of them lefties. Oh,
just walked right into one.
Just smack them. Look at that.
Bang, bang. Round one is what you see when you watch the World Series of Boxing.
Oh, Gongora scoring well. And Florentino coming back.
This is a good matchup.
Well, big swing and a miss. You know, it takes more out of you to miss a punch like that. First of all, you're embarrassed about, going down, but then also you got to field yourself to keep from falling over. So
let's see if Florentino goes to the body. He's got a tall fighter in there.
Well, both of them should.
Quick hands. Both have quick hands, Sean.
Very fast. Very fast, and they punch in bunches too. They're both good combination punchers. Florentino. Look at that. Good combination from him.
The Matador Gongora, how good did he do in the Olympics? Quarterfinalist. Not bad at all.
Well, that's terrific. That is terrific.
This could get wicked.
46 and 15 as a boxer. They call him El Tigre. Carlos Gongora with his back to you. Oh, there's a cross. Hey, that little bit of wobble from the Guerrero fighter. Florentino kind of wobbled with that cross.
And it was
a
funny-looking little punch in there, too.
Oh, there's another one. Look at that.
That's so fast.
Oh, that's a good shot. Right on the kisser. Just on the side of the head. There's another one.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's got power in that left.
Well, they're going at it. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody hits the canvas in this fight.
He power in that left, and Gongora also is a little bit taller. He's got a height advantage, which would give him also a reach advantage, and he brings his punches down on his opponent, like that right there.
That left hand is wicked. I'm telling you, Florentino's got his hands full with this guy.
Florentino to bring up that right hand. You got to protect from that. Yeah, there you go. Right there, just like that. Bring up that right hand. Let him go through that glove. It'll be a lot more cushion. It'll take you a couple of those to learn. You've got to keep your head up, your hand up.
Well, you get smacked there, you're going to instinctively put your hand up there.
You're either going to learn or, trial by fire.
Lead left right there again, Sean. I'm telling you.
What a weapon. Look at there.
He likes that. He's working him over. Florentino getting the worst end of this. As Gongora's got a good job. He's setting him up. He's got him out at the end of his punches.
Yep. And too, look at how Yamaguchi is moving in the wrong direction for somebody like Gongora. He's moving into that power punch. The power is in that left hand for Carlos Gongora. Woo.
I thought we just started this first round. Look at that.
It flies by when you're not in there. They seem to go by a lot slower when you're in there. Actually, when you're fighting and you're into the match, you're so hyped up at the match, you don't even worry about the time. And it does go by quickly. Here is that straight left. What a shot. Little blink glancing off the shoulder of Yamaguchi. And here's another punch like that, trying to protect over that. A little swing and a little miss.
There's another one he got caught on right there.
Boy, there was a lot in that first round to choose from with these replays because of so much action. There's another straight left that landed. Boy, this kid's got strong punches. Carlos Gongora, we've seen him before, but he looks really extremely strong tonight.
Let's not forget this guy right here, Florentino, is one of the best in this division this entire series. But quickly, in my opinion, Gongora took charge in the latter half of that first round because he just seems like he's so strong. Now, Florentino's letting it go now. He screwed himself right into the mat almost there.
Well, there may be there's a little bit of water over there in the ring mat. Just a little bit, and I guess Florentino stepped in that.
Florentino decided to come out. Oh, he just got tagged with that right hand from Gongora. Florentino's letting it go. They're both letting it go now. Here we go, Sean.
Huge punches. These are middleweights. Man, they can take one another out with one punch.
Just the uppercut just put Florentino down.
I think it's a pull from the back of the neck.
You know what? I thought there was a punch in there, Sean. I really do. We'll see.
Sometimes they sneak in.
I thought I saw a punch, but you're right. Maybe pushed him down a little bit.
Boy, they're looking for the setup.
Down funny, you know what I'm saying?
It's so hard to knock somebody out when they know that you can hit hard, and so sometimes you've got to put some probing shots out there, easy shots, take the power off them, take off the steam, put them out there, just get your opponent used to getting hit, let him lower his guard, and then that's when you bring in the power. Seems like that's what Gongora might want to do now.
147 in round number 2, scheduled for 5 here. We're in Mexico City, the LA Matadors in the black trunks. Carlos Gongora from Ecuador.
Ooh,
Yamaguchi Florentino's in the green trunks from Mexico City. Look at Gongora. He goes in and he's just, you know what? He's just measured up and ready to load and unload.
We better close that mouth. He's got that mouth open. I've seen that a lot here in the World Series of Boxing. Sticking his tongue out is a dangerous thing in boxing. You stick it out there and get hit, it'll be bit off.
Florentino came out like a house of fire, shaking his head right. He just got caught with a stiff jab right there. He came out and just really started letting it loose. And I think he got the worst end of it when he tried to brawl with Gongora.
Yamaguchi looks like he is winded. You know, taking the steam out of him. When you get hit, you get hurt, you get knocked out, but you don't go down. It makes you tired. And this altitude, too. And I know he is the Mexican fighter from Mexico City, but it does have an effect on you, especially when you get hit like the way he did in that first round.
Well, I tell you what, he is really good hitting for some shots here. Gongora is a strong, tall fighter. A very confident fighter.
Yeah, oh yeah, and as he should be. Get back to that jab. When nothing else works, get that jab going. Right now, it seems like Yamaguchi is keying in on that
he just got popped right there. That comment. Gongora's trying to clean up on it in the last 13 seconds here. Yamaguchi Florentino has gotten the worst of it in the second round for sure. Flashing that tongue too much for Sean O'Grady's liking. End of round 2.
Now there's a safe, natural way to dramatically improve your sexual performance with Postivac, the medically approved vacuum therapy system that's 95% effective, guaranteed. Simply apply the gentle suction of the Postivac system, and within 4 minutes, you'll experience complete sexual performance.
I was kind of amazed how well Postivac works.
It worked the first time around. I'm going, wow, it really works.
Now you and the one you love can enjoy complete sexual pleasure and satisfaction anytime with no pills, no doctor visits. Postivac is a clinically proven vacuum therapy system, not a pill. You'll experience results in less than 4 minutes, not hours, and there are no harmful side effects.
Vacuum therapy is so safe and effective that it is now the only erectile treatment covered by Medicare Part B. And now Postivac is approved by almost every major insurance company in the country. You pay nothing up front, so there's no waiting for reimbursement. We even take care of the paperwork for you.
Postivac's the only way to go. I'm telling you, I've tried everything, and I know if you don't give it a try, you're crazy.
You're going to be all you can be, or you're not going to be all you can be. And this helps you be all you can be.
If you have a brain in your head, dial this 1-800 number after this commercial. Why take the best part of life out of your life when you can have life with Postivac?
Call now to have Postivac delivered discreetly to your home. It's 100% guaranteed to work for you or your money back. And remember, Postivac is covered by Medicare and most insurance companies, so your Postivac may be yours at little or no cost to you. Postivac works in minutes, but the results can last a lifetime. Experience the confidence. Experience complete sexual performance. Experience Postivac.
There are nearly 7 billion people on planet Earth, but among them walk a select few. All your heroes, one place, the 2011 NHL All-Star Weekend, only on Versus. And Stan Lee and the NHL present The Guardian Project, premiering in the NHL All-Star Game.
Round 3 in the middleweight division. In the black trunks, Carlos Gongora, Olympian from Ecuador, taking on the hometown guy, Yamaguchi Florentino. And Florentino coming out the way he did the last one, just turning it into a wide-open fight, wide-open brawl. That's when he scored in the last round, but in the long run, Gongora was wearing him down.
And Gongora doing a great job of punching while backing in the ring. Very few fighters can do that.
One that could do it was a guy named Ali.
Terrence Ali? Muhammad.
Right in the middle of the ring.
Wow.
Right on the logo of the league. They're going to go toe-to-toe here. I'm telling you what, these are two well-schooled fighters here in the middleweight division. Now they're taking a little breather there, Sean.
Yeah. Well, for good reason. What a great opportunity for Yamaguchi, too. It seems as though Gongora has punched himself out a bit, just a little bit. His punches don't have the deafening effect that they had back in that first. They're not as profound, not as crisp. And what a perfect opportunity for Yamaguchi. This is when you take real deep breaths and then you go after him. Get your win back.
We've mentioned this before, that usually about the third round, as we move up in weight classes, and the altitude has more effect quicker. Because they're burning more calories quicker.
Oh, yeah. Carrying more weight, too.
Yep.
Even if it's muscle and, weight.
You know what, though? Florentino got the worst of it in those first 2 rounds. So this might be a round where they both want to try to breathe in this thin air a little bit.
Regroup and come on strong the 4th and 5th round. But you know what? These rounds also have broken down into 3 minutes, and it seems as though they built to a crescendo every one of the first 2 rounds. So maybe we'll see that here in the 3rd.
They're both looking winded here, taking the time to do the dance, what I call the dance. But you know what? That still saps energy, as you know, Sean, when you're leaning on each other's bodies like that.
Sometimes that saps more energy than if you punch.
Anybody who's ever wrestled knows that's a fact.
But I can tell you something. If you take deep breaths, I've told all these kids, I want you to start breathing just as soon as the bell rings. And even when you're punching in the middle of the ring with your opponent, breathe. Keep breathing and get that oxygen coming in, especially in this high altitude.
20 seconds left in round 3, which has been a slow round.
That's something that I think we learned from the last fight. Whenever Lopes, in those final rounds, had energy, it was because he was taking breaths.
Florentino looks more staggered, the more winded fighter, believe it or not. Final punch right there at the end of the round. Fantastic shot.
don't want to get up. I don't want to go to work. I hate mornings. Great, I have 20 minutes. No time for coffee. Hello, my friend.
Can't get it together in the morning? Try 5-Hour Energy. It's simple, effective, and unlike coffee, it's ready right now. No waiting, no hassle.
Let's do this.
5-Hour Energy, the no-wait, no-hassle way to a great morning.
Is this where you tried to get lucky tonight?
You should call the Wild Girls Party Line. The place to find red-hot girls going wild anytime, right on your phone.
It's hot, it's wild, and it's fun. Call now.
Call 1-800-311-1111. Must be 18. 99 cents to $1.99 per message, depending on carrier. Charges appear on user phone bill or deducted from prepaid account. Message and data rates apply.
The Rangers need to stay sharp to stall the Caps. And Price backs the Habs for a showdown with the Flyers.
Hands can do incredible things. Now they can even help save a life with hands-only CPR. If you see an adult suddenly collapse, just call 911, then push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives. Learn more at handsonlycpr.org.
Did you buy the flashlight and the batteries?
Yes.
Did you make sure we're not missing anything in the first aid kit?
Yep.
Did you go through the plan with the kids again?
Yes. The more you prepare today, the more you'll be able to reduce the devastating effects of a tornado, an earthquake, a power outage, or any other disaster. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed. Visit ready.gov.
That's an NBA player. It certainly is. The NBA D-League, Saturday night at 11 on Versus.
We go to round 4, scheduled for 5. Both guys kind of slow getting off those stools, and who can blame them? And I got a feeling that if Gongora had a lot left in his tank, he could really take Florentino out of here. I really believe that. Because Florentino was staggering a lot into that last round. So we'll see what happens. They're wide open now. Here we go. Oh, 2 good shots from Gongora. Now he covers.
And 2 good shots in retaliation from Yamaguchi. Florentino looks mad.
Yamaguchi just got caught, too, on that one, but he decided, it's like he just said, let's just turn this into a fight, shall we? Wow. You can't blink, Sean.
Not at all. Not at all.
After a slow third round, Florentino had enough energy stored up to come out in this 4th round like a locomotive.
Look at that left hand of Florentino. It's up around his eyeballs. You know, the old trainers tell their fighters to touch your eyebrows, with your gloves to your eyebrows. That'll tell you your hands are high enough.
Well, these guys have just decided to drop the hands and throw the bombs is what they've done.
Oh,
that's good body work right there.
And that hurts. That affects. Looking for the uppercut. Because of the way that Yamaguchi is leaning over, Gongora wants to go the uppercut. And then follow up with it. Good work from Carlos Gongora.
You know what? It's just that both these fighters have great instincts.
Oh, and they both learned so much in this tournament. We saw them both early. They look like different fighters than we've seen in the past.
I would say after the first couple of fights we've seen that the altitude training seems to have paid off for the Matadors. Smart move on the coach Manny Robles' part, taking them up a couple hours outside of Los Angeles since December 29th to give themselves more of a chance down in here, because everybody else that's come in to this area and fought has looked terrible. I mean, that's just the bottom line, and it seems to be paying off.
Up until tonight, the Guerreros had not lost a match in the ring.
And maybe on their way to losing another one.
Wow.
Oh, that left hand was wicked.
Huge.
Florentino did not see that coming. You know, when you separate the good ones from the great one, there's always something a little extra oomph, like this guy Gongora seems to have it.
Oh, look at that, smacking. Straight left. He brings that left hand just over the right hand of his opponent. Just over the top. He follows that back, too. There's always an opening. When your opponent throws a punch, he's committing, and there's an opening there. Whenever he comes back, no matter how fast they are, if you can nail it, you've got a clear opening there. And that's what Gongora's found.
Coming up with 30 seconds left in round 4. Another quick fight.
Blistering pace.
It's unbelievable. If you get too close to this ring in these fights, you'll get a sunburn from all the heat they generate. 15 seconds, round number 4. A great round.
Boy,
these guys they're leaving it all out in the ring, Sean. They just leave it all out there. It's amazing to watch these young men.
Well, you've heard you wear your heart on your sleeve, and these kids are certainly doing that.
Guts, determination.
This character building here. Miss of a punch, another miss from Yamaguchi. And that one did not miss.
Nope.
That's 2 Yamaguchi. Gongora is going to take one here. In this super slow-mo, you can see what's happening. You're like, oh, look out! Here comes another punch.
You can see him trying to get his hands up.
Get out of the way. It's in slow-mo. Oh, downstairs to the body. Well, even in this 4th round, those hurt. Those will affect you for 30, 45 seconds. It may affect you into the final round.
Go to round 5, 5th and final round, middleweight division. They come right out, big uppercut from Gongora. He just caught Florentino with a left hook. 2 Florentino standing out there determined to not let this go to a decision. Either one of them is right at this point. Boy, you can't catch your breath, Sean, or blink, because you're going to miss about 8 hard shots.
This is the way they started the 4th round. Again.
4th round, and look at him go.
Toe-to-toe action.
Downstairs, Florentino works it downstairs. Nice uppercut from Gongora right there. Florentino's taken more of the hard shots in this fight, but he's got enough in him that if he lands the right shot, this thing has not been decided.
Oh, I know they're both tired, but you know what? They're fighting through the pain. They're fighting through the fatigue.
What fortitude, what
look at those hands. Look at the hands now. Remember that back in the 1st round, they were up around their head, right around their face?
They get heavy, don't they?
His gloves get so heavy. These are 10 ounces. They feel like 10 pounds, those gloves. Hard to hold them up.
Right, left from the left-hander, Gongora, LA Matadors.
Retaliation.
Off. Florentino landed a nice shot right there. They're head-to-head, 5th round. I mean, just breathe is what they're trying to do. They are tired.
Oh, they're tired. They're tired for good reason. For good reason. They should be, but they're trying to take deep breaths. If you breathe, it will give you energy.
Florentino coming on.
Wow.
Landed 2 clean shots right there. A good round for the Mexico City fighter so far. And it may be fatigue, too, for Gongora.
You know something? Yamaguchi took a couple of deep breaths, and then he scored.
Off the break.
Learn something.
Throws a right hand. Digging to the body, Gongora. My goodness, what a great fight. What a great fight.
Couple of middleweights. They still want it.
I think Gongora's hurt, Sean, or he's out of gas.
He's out of gas, and he's struggling.
He's struggling.
Looking for the final bell.
It could have come down to this final 30 seconds of this fight, because Gongora is it's on E, and they're coasting downhill. He's hoping. He's on E.
I'll tell you what, Yamaguchi learned something tonight. He learned to breathe.
It's easier for him to breathe. He lives here. Telling you what, I have no idea how they're going to score this fight.
That was very close. This final round is a huge factor.
What they do is they gather together, try to breathe a few, and then right back out with another shot from Gongora. Fighting in spurts. I don't know where they find the energy. I just don't know where they find the energy. It's amazing. It really is amazing, Sean.
Wow. Down to the wire. They fought for the final bell.
Wow.
Very exciting.
I think Coach Manny Robles is very happy with his Carlos Gongora. He might have lost that last round, but I am not going to speculate because I had it wrong in that first fight.
He can't pick him. He just can't.
You can't. Take a look at some of this final round action. Florentino did a real good job. I think he had more in the tank.
In that final round.
Yeah.
Well, You know, he learned something because I saw him in the clinches taking a few deep breaths. And that is a trick that you have to learn and you have to do as if you're a fighter 5 rounds at 3 minutes and then this altitude. And it rejuvenated him. He did well in that 5th round because of that. Look at these punches from him. Yamaguchi had taken deep breaths on the inside and then he threw punches away.
I will tell you this. I got a chance to look at some of the Mexican television down here, and there's 2 different networks here for this show. It's one fighter they had, all 3 judges won the first 3 rounds. I know that from what they were showing on the judges' cards. So how it all turns out, I don't know which fighter it was. They don't say. My guess it would be Gongora who won the first 3 rounds.
Are you speculating there?
Yes.
That's what I
will
would think
be
as well.
completely wrong. I can promise you, if anybody's going to be wrong, I'm going to be wrong. But yes, that was a great fight, Sean.
That was very good. Very good. Very entertaining.
Victor Pernico's got the decision.
Tenemos los resultados. Los 3 jueces puntearon idéntico. The 3 judges gave 47-48 to the winner by unanimous decision. Al ganador por decisión unánime, Carlos Gongora de LA.
Hey, I was right, Sean.
Yep. Wow.
For once.
The early lead got him this fight.
He got enough. I just saw the scorecards. First 3 rounds went to Gongora. The last 2 went to Florentino. And I think that's the way we saw it.
I think so.
But it was a great even matchup. As close as it can be in a fight. That's why they do 5 rounds. So
that's
it comes out 48-47.
Yeah, very good. And I'll tell you what, Gongora sucked it up tonight. He was tired. He was visibly fatigued, but he pulled it out. Nice job. Carlos Gongora gets the victory, and LA moves on.
And that's going to put the Los Angeles Matadors, who have been the dominant team in this series, what a night for them. They had to forfeit the first fight. They won the lightweight fight, and now they've won the middleweight fight. So the Matadors are up 2-1 in the backyard of the Guerreros.